He was called the King, a boy from a poor family in the American South, who rose to become the most famous entertainer on earth. His voice shook the world. His style redefined music. His life became legend, and his death became one of the most talked about mysteries of the 20th century. This is the true story of Elvis Presley, the man behind the myth. Elvis Aaron Presley was born on January 8, 1935 in Tupelo, Mississippi. A twin brother, Jesse Garon Presley, was stillborn. Elvis grew up believing that a part of him was always missing. The Presleys lived in poverty, a small two-room house, barely enough food, and a constant struggle to survive. But Elvis had something inside him, a spark, a sensitivity, a deep love of music, and a voice that surprised everyone who heard it. He was shy, polite, and soft-spoken. Not the kind of boy anyone would expect to change music forever. Elvis was shaped by the world around him. Gospel from African-American churches, country music from the radio, blues pouring out of bars and street corners. He absorbed everything. And slowly, without knowing it, he was building the foundation of a new sound, a sound no one had ever heard before. At age 10, he sang publicly for the first time. At 11, he got his first guitar. At 18, he walked into Sun Records in Memphis to record a song for his mother. That moment would change history. Sam Phillips of Sun Records heard something in Elvis, a raw, emotional voice that blended blues, gospel, and country. One night, after hours of failed attempts, Elvis started fooling around with a fast, playful version of "That's All Right." Sam Phillips knew instantly, this is it. The song hit the radio. The phone lines exploded. People wanted to know, who is this? A black singer? A white singer? Nobody knew. And that mystery made it even more powerful. Elvis had just ignited the birth of rock and roll. By 1956, Elvis Presley was no longer a regional name. He was a national sensation. His stage presence was electric, his voice powerful, his movements shocking for the time. Teenagers loved him, parents feared him, preachers called him dangerous, but nothing could stop him. Hound Dog, Heartbreak Hotel, Jailhouse Rock, hit after hit, a phenomenon that America had never seen before. Elvis had become the king. Between 1956 and 1969, Elvis starred in 31 films. Most were light, simple musicals, not serious acting roles. But the movies made money, a lot of money. His manager, Colonel Tom Parker, pushed Elvis toward Hollywood and away from live performances. It was safe, profitable, and controlled. But inside, Elvis was unhappy. He felt trapped. He wanted to be more than a movie product. He missed the stage. He missed the fire. By the late 1960s, Elvis' career was fading. The Beatles, the Rolling Stones, and new cultural waves took over the music world. Many believed Elvis was finished, but then came the 1968 comeback special. Wearing black leather, sweating under the stage lights, Elvis delivered the performance of his life. Raw, explosive, emotional. It was the return of the king. Millions watched. A legend was reborn. After the comeback, Elvis launched a residency in Las Vegas. Night after night, packed theaters, powerful vocals, a full orchestra behind him. But Vegas also brought prescription pills, exhausting schedules, managerial pressure, loneliness, the beginning of physical decline. Elvis pushed himself harder than any human should. He wanted perfection, but his body began to fail him. Elvis married Priscilla in 1967. They had one daughter, Lisa Marie Presley, but fame, touring, stress, and medication took a toll on the marriage. In 1973, they divorced. It broke Elvis emotionally. Friends later said that he never fully recovered from the heartbreak. Elvis suffered from insomnia, pain, anxiety, and exhaustion. Doctors prescribed large amounts of pills, different pills for different hours of the day. His weight changed dramatically. His energy fluctuated. His performances became unpredictable. Some shows were brilliant, others heartbreaking. Elvis was fighting himself and losing. August 1977, Elvis was preparing for another tour. Despite poor health, he refused to cancel. On the morning of August 16, 1977, Elvis Presley was found unresponsive in his bathroom at Graceland. He was 42, official cause, cardiac arrhythmia, with contributing factors related to prescription drugs and long-term health deterioration. The world stopped. Fans wept across the globe. Radio stations played his music non-stop. A legend was gone. Elvis didn't just sing songs. He changed culture. He broke racial barriers. He redefined live performance. He brought Black American musical traditions into the global spotlight. He influenced every major artist who came after him. To this day, Elvis remains one of the most successful solo artists in history, a symbol of passion, rebellion, vulnerability, and unmatched talent. Elvis Presley's life was brilliant and tragic, a rise unlike anything before, and a fall that came too soon. But his voice, his spirit, and his impact live on through every song, every movie, every performance, and every artist he inspired. He was and will always be the king.